must be Miss Jill.
I am. Nice to meet you.
Nice to meet you. That must make you Mr. Jack.
Yes.
Nice to meet you guys.
Nice to meet you too.
I just want to say I'm sorry for y'all's loss.
Thank you.
Absolutely. And I know you had some questions today about caskets and just a little bit of information. So right here we have a selection of our different styles of caskets. We have wood, we have metal, we have alternative containers, which is like biodegradable, so to speak. So this is our first one. This is a cherry. There's just a little bit of information about it for you to see. I don't know if you'd like to look through these.
Yeah. And are these customizable?
Yes,
Yes.
they can be to a certain extent. So what we have is, we have these things up top, which on the lids, we call them cap panels. And some of the caskets that we sell, they have a magnetic backing to it. So in the front here, you can see how we have some type of magnetic medallions here. And what you can do is you can essentially have it where you could, if you have lost your daughter, it would say daughter, you could have devotion, any type of religious ones.
Okay.
So we do have ways of customizing that, as well as the corners of the casket you see here. Some of them have removable pieces where we're able to do any religious forms, any hobbies like fishing, ice skating, golfing.
Okay.
So we do have a bunch of selections like that. But we also have several different varieties past these as well. I don't know if you'd like to.
And are all of these wood caskets?
Some are wood, some are metal. The metal ones, we have 3 different styles of them. They're 16 gauge, 18 gauge, and 20 gauge. And that just essentially goes up by thickness of the metal. 16 or a 16th of an inch thick, so they're going to be the thickest ones. And then the 20 gauge are going to be a 20th of an inch, which will be the thinnest.
And which ones last the longest?
The 16 gauge, they usually last the longest because they're the thickest, so it takes more time for them to deteriorate.
Okay.
And then for wooden caskets, the hardwood caskets, they usually tend to last the longest because the grains are a lot more close together, and it prevents water and other things from getting in there to deteriorate it.
Okay. What's the most common one that's picked out?
The most common one we have that's picked out is actually the one you saw in the beginning, our Pembroke Cherry.
Okay.
That is just our top of the line model we have at our funeral home, and that we also sell. One of the top ones are the wood, and we can get them with the removable corners so you can customize it, but that is our top seller for us.
Okay. And all of these you can put on these?
Yes, so you can, usually the medallions, they're magnetic, they're for the cap panel, but they do offer alternatives where you can put those medallions on the corner pieces as well.
Oh, okay.
And vice versa, where you could put the corner pieces onto the cap panel.
Okay, cool. And then are the colors in here customizable as well?
Yes, some of them we're able to customize that. Down below, you can see how like we have more of a pearl looking color to it. Yeah, these are all more of like a cream color. Down in the metal casket selection we have over here, you can see like how you could get pink to match the casket itself.
Oh, yeah.
We have other ones where it's just straight white. We have a blue option.
Oh, wow.
So, yeah, we are able to essentially customize it to an extent.
Okay, cool. And then what are the prices on these?
So the prices we have right here, this is just a basic price list of everything, just the way they sell the casket. To customize it, it wouldn't cost anything more, but that's going to be, we'd have to call them up just to make sure, so please don't quote me on that.
Okay.
Sometimes they change their minds and may or may not want to update the prices.
Okay, perfect. And then what are some other things that we should consider when picking these out?
Honestly, just the main problem, the main situation some of us run into is having a person, when they pass, some of them are a little more heavy set than the average person, so to speak. So we would have to get an oversized casket, which it just makes it a little wider and a little longer depending on sizes.
Okay, perfect. And is the color on these also customizable for the metal pieces? Or does it come with whatever's in the picture?
So it usually comes with whatever's in the picture. We could call and custom order it, but that does take a little longer to make, and depending on where they're at, if they have any back orders or anything, we're at the mercy of their schedule. So,
Yeah. Do any of these rust at all or get damaged over time?
All steel does rust eventually over time, but the stainless steel option, that is the best alternative, so to speak, for it to last the longest, just so it doesn't corrode as quickly.
You can put pictures in that one.
Yeah.
Is that an option on all of them?
Yes, yeah, we're able to, I mean, they all have, most of them have the magnetic backing, but we also, we do have ways to, it's like a Velcro, and we can stick pictures to that as well.
And they leave those in there when they bury them?
We can leave them in, or we could take them out. It's depending on what you and your loved one, what you think they would like, or what you would like. We have had in our past services, some of the family members, like granddaughters, grandchildren, they have written notes and drawn pictures and placed them in the casket for them, the loved one, to get buried in. So.
And then with these, do we also get an outside cover, or does it go just this directly into the ground?
You can get an outer burial container or a vault, where we do have that option as well, but that is just depending on the cemetery. Some cemeteries require it, other cemeteries don't. But it is, unfortunately, an extra expense, but you can't really put a price on protecting your loved ones. So.
Right. And is that required at yours?
At our cemetery, yes. Yeah,
Okay.
we do require a vault or an outer burial container.
Okay. Perfect.
I really like that one.
You really like this one too? Okay. Let's look at this one. What's a memory safe drawer?
A memory safe drawer, so these caskets, you really can't see it, but on this bottom, actually you can see it right there. So it's like a little push-in drawer where it'll slide out, and you could place keepsakes in there as well, so they won't get, I mean, you can either place them with the body, or you could place them in the casket along with them.
Cool. Okay. Okay. So can we go ahead and price some of this out today?
Yes, absolutely. Let me get all our paperwork ready, and then we'll be able to take care of that.
Okay, perfect. Thank you.
Absolutely. It's a pleasure talking to you, and if you give me just a little bit more, I'll take care of all that for y'all.
Okay, thank you.
Absolutely.